Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scarbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Thursday, February 16th, and the moon is in Cap. In fact, the moon moved into Capricorn at 1 minute past midnight. So for 1 minute, the moon was in Sag today. So that change into Capricorn puts us in a serious mindset, which is good because today we have the sun make a conjunction to Saturn. This is the start of the Saturn-Sun synod. The sun always brings illumination. Saturn always brings a reality. We have a sense of what's ahead of us. We have a sense of what's in front of us. We have more of a sense of what needs to be done. This is about taking things seriously. The conjunction of the sun and the moon are at 28 degrees of Aquarius. So if you happen to have that in your chart, it happens to be right around my south node, actually. So with the sun there, I'm assuming I may hear from somebody from my past today. But that's how it works in my chart. It may not work that way in your chart. It kind of depends on what your chart looks like. But for all of us, we're taking things a little bit more seriously today. We also have Mercury in Aquarius squaring the nodes of the moon. When a planet squares the nodes of the moon, it feels split between the past, the south node, and the future, the north node. This particular Mercury is a planet of the mind, of ideas, how we sort of integrate what our senses are bringing into us, and how we integrate that through our feelings, our emotions, the nodes. Of course, the nodes right now, the north node's in Taurus, the south node in south node in Scorpio. We're being asked to move in the direction of stability, let go of more complex enmeshments, perhaps, resentments, perhaps. Scorpio can be that. Scorpio sort of forces our hand. Scorpio wants us to let go. Because Mercury is sort of halfway between, we can feel sort of stuck between the past and the future. And so there is a resolution node to this. The resolution node in this case is the south node of the moon. And so it's not always the case. In order to move forward, we need to first examine the past, but that is true of today. So if there's some idea, some thought, some maybe even project that you want to start, there are details from the past that need to be taken care of. And so attend to those details, attend to those things perhaps that are holding you back. With Scorpio, it could be as simple as, do your taxes, get them out of the way so you can move forward. Find out, how much you owe or any kind of debt situation before you can really move forward and build a future on what you really have, right? So that's sort of the vibe for the day. And with that Caprocrn Moon, we'll take it seriously and we'll get some work done. So we have a beautiful day here today. I'm standing here in like just a pair of pants and a couple of shirts. It's lovely. This is I started with this dark, deep dark kind of hole here. This is the new bed that Michael just made for me yesterday. We've been talking about this bed for 2 years, but instead of doing this bed last year, we did this garden last year. And that we're gonna get in there and start turning things over and getting into the gardens, getting into the earth. Finally, I'm sure the cold weather isn't over, but we're getting hints of the spring, and even many of you have commented how they can see the spring coming, and the light has changed. We are definitely on the light side of things, and that is always a beautiful thing. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Like and subscribe if you would. I'm going to be doing a Moon Shadows episode with Ona on Friday. That's the new moon in Pisces. And of course, everybody knows how I feel about the Pisces moon. And also a special new moon for Ona as well. So we will be chit-chatting about that come tomorrow. And also, I'll see you in the morning. Have yourself a wonderful day. And I'll see you again shortly. Take care, everyone. Namaste.